The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avallac'h, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Witcher, why have you come?
I've managed to find out where Ciri is.
Finally. I'd begun to doubt the wisdom of enlisting you. Bring her here at once.
The Wild Hunt's pursuing her. Kaer Morhen's the only place she'll be safe.
That was not a suggestion. I can defend my own daughter.
I don't doubt it. Against conventional foes, the Wild Hunt's different. Facing it here would put Vizima at risk. Hundreds of innocents could die. Kaer Morhen is in a wilderness, and your army stands to be far more helpful there.
Agreed. I shall send a banner with you. On one condition. General Vorys will lead it.
Can't agree to that.
And I cannot agree to Witchers commanding my troops.
Well, I'm not about to give in. You don't look it either. Sorry to take up your time, Your Majesty.
Bring me Ciri.
I will, if that's what she wants.
Till sjå är vej.
Nes hen Esquin.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive.
Must be hundreds of years. More. The legends are true. They've been swimming here to die for ages. When the king of the whales was dying, Heimdall himself guided him here. So he could die looking at the setting sun. From then on, whales have come here to die. Just like their noble ancestors.
Hey-ya! Come on, Roach.
You're not growing any younger, Grimace. So you must pass your knowledge on.
I'm no trout that must get to its spawning ground. I shall do what I please. Now leave me be.
Yes? What do you seek?
Kind old geezer I just saw you talking to. Who was he?
One of our circle. Grimace. An exceptional alchemist. But a stubborn mean ass.
Well, been around sorceress is my share. Long enough to know that with great enlightenment comes even greater arrogance.
But sorceresses welcome apprentices, am I right? Not Grimace. So many formulae in that head. So many methods of ingesting and absorbing lethal toxins. But he'd rather take them to the grave than share.
Why is he averse to having an apprentice?
How should I know? Perhaps because he's a stubborn mean ass.
Further ground ivy, leaves a bitney, mashed with hyssop pollen. Oh, no, not hyssop. Gridless, yes, gridless, or hembean, 2 pinches.
Want to talk to you.
But I do not wish to speak. Leave. You distress me.
You seem a nice enough guy.
Well, I'm not. I plan never to be. I became a druid to avoid others. To not have to deal with them. Not to smile when I don't wish to. To feign compassion when someone's travails matter less to me than a pair of birch cones. So I shall be straight. Get out of my sight. Before something, I know not what, deprives you of yours.
I want you to share your knowledge. Teach me alchemy.
You? My apprentice? That's rich. While you're at it, why did you ask Uderic if he'll share Spikarog with you?
I'm serious.
That's so. Don't make me laugh. I've devoted my life to alchemy. Son, literally. Spent countless days and nights with nothing but alembics, choking on fumes, scorching my skin with acids. If you think I'll simply betray to you what I learned through years of sacrifice and toil, then you're mistaken. Deeply.
I'd be a good student.
Doubtful. You can't even grasp the simple notion that I want you to leave. Though I am preparing to perform a rather tricky ritual. So I could use some help. Even yours. I require 3 favors. Do them for me, and I shall accept you as my apprentice.
Well, well, there's a way after all.
Get off your high horse and listen. First, you must bring me a pimpernel from the Muskogan forest. Second, I need a bottle of spirit from the old distillery on Hale Hill. Finally, convince Fritjof to help me perform the rite. He's a druid like I am. You'll find him near Blandara. I believe he's there on a matter of some import. So, what will it be?
A pimpernel. Far as I know, it's got no use in alchemy apart from...
Did you teach your grandmother to suck eggs? It's not any pimpernel, but the one that grows in the Muskogan forest. And if the rumors are true, a creature jealously guards all the herbs growing there.
Forest creature jealously guarding some secrets? Sounds familiar. Spirit. Why do you need that?
As you must know, potential apprentice, alcohol is the base for all potions. Superior alcohol means a higher quality potion. This spirit has no equal. Its strength, its flavor. Unfortunately, the distillery atop Hale Hill has fallen into disrepair. We've lacked a source ever since. But you'll manage somehow, won't you? You're so confident.
This Fritjof, who is he?
A Vedamaker, huh? You don't know the word, do you? And I pledge to make you my apprentice. A Vedamaker is a druid who can manipulate the weather. Stop a storm, cause hail, make lightning turn your enemy to ash. I advise to address him with the utmost respect, if you value your life.
All right, I'll do it. But this ritual you want to perform, what's that about?
If you wish to be my apprentice, you must stop asking questions. I decide what to tell you and when to do it. Now go, chop chop, before I change my mind.
Let's go. Run, Roach.
To battle shoulder to shoulder with a witcher.
Don't you think I'll fall at your feet just because you killed a giant?
Aye.
I shan't parley with you. Killing the ice giant? Hey? You look unwell.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
seen a Continental here in a long while.
Witcher?
Handlaid.
That's it, Roach.
Pollen on the leaves still. Someone picked the bloom recently.
Aha. Another seeker of Pimpernel.
Another?
Gremist has sent countless young druids into the forest. They emerge drained, with a blank stare, and with no flower. And they never speak of what happened. I've asked Gremist to stop the folly. He looked at me and laughed. But the fun's over. One of our novices, Ramond, has failed to return. I've come to find him, alive or dead.
What do you know about this forest?
Not much. Funny, isn't it? A druid should know every tree, every bush. But even we know not to venture to some parts of the isle. We can subdue animals, but not monsters. And the word is, one has made its lair here.
A Leshen? An Axabron?
Sadly, I don't know. As I said, those who have entered do not speak of who or what they saw.
Listen, you're looking for a druid, I'm looking for a flower. Let's go in together.
Why not? I could use the help of a tracker. Lead the way.
Flower. No petals. Flower. No petals. Hoofprints, but of bipeds.
The glory you attain shall never perish. Aye?
Flower. No petals.
The glory you
There were
attain
flowers here as
shall
well,
never perish.
but they've been picked. Every last one.
What a grotesque creature.
Someone buried him. Not skillfully, but with great care. Lots of scratches. None look lethal, though. Body's dried out as if it was drained.
I know him. It's Yara the White of Caer Trolde. He died far from home.
Footprints. Some fresh, others faded. all leading in the same direction.
Oh, no, no. Oh, stop, please. Ha ha. Oh, this is great. No, no, stop. Please. Stop it, that tickles. Two can play this game, you horny goat woman.
Unhand him, hellish creature. Raymond, step away from her.
Ah, calm down. I've not been harmed. I came here...
You don't know what you're saying. She's cast a spell on you. We saw what happens to those who land in this beast's embrace. We saw Yora's body.
Then you saw I buried his body as custom dictates. I did not seek his death. He was very old. His heart was weak. I warned him it could end that way, but he kept returning.
I see through your lies. Your wretched charm won't work on me. I shall kill you here and now, monster.
I don't see any reason to kill her. She's a monster, sure, but a sentient one, and basically harmless.
No such thing. Just as there's no dry water, no cold fire. But if you'll not help, very well. I shall tend to her myself.
I'd advise against it.
I will return, with one who does not carry a sword for show.
Why did you take my side? I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed. I don't generally couple with witches, especially not out of gratitude.
Tell me why not. Is it the scars?
I detest when a man smells of blood. You witches always reek of it. Fiend blood, trot blood, and these are my brethren.
You're right. But unlike fiends and chorts, you...
Have ample breasts and a pretty face. I know. Their lack of these attributes, is that what makes them easy to kill?
It's a bit more complicated than that. But never mind. No means no, I get it. Can't think of another way you can repay me. I'm looking for Pimpernel. You know this forest. Maybe you could help me.
I shall take you myself. And you, Raymond, go pick some more violets. Just the indigo ones this time.
Indigo? You mean blue?
No, indigo is indigo. Men.
Why you need all these flowers?
Nosy, aren't you? Wait and see. Pretty, don't you think? Bellflowers, violets, kingcups, pimpernels. I must pick some edelweiss. Take one, but no more. I've put a lot of work into making this cavern cozy.
Every man on the continent so bloodless. Freya smile upon you.
Show me what you got. That's downright flammable. Cyclops won't bother me anymore. Can look around peacefully now. Distilling recipes. Parchment's a little faded, but legible. Got lucky. Bit of mash left. Here's where the mash goes. Probably. Here's where the mash goes. Probably. Done. Now to boil the mash. Wooden parts have rotted, metal's tarnished, dust everywhere. Doesn't seem to be broken, though. Ought to be enough. Time to cool it down. Well, well. Turns out I'm quite the distiller.
I am Tucker.
So once I begin, you must all enter your
want line?
Shut the window.
I don't like this.
Brother,
Shouldn't be
seems to
risking
me
your
this
life
meat's
for
got
us.
worms.
What?
Worms?
We'll do as you say.
Worms on your brain.
He's
They're
looking
the
to
only
get hard
worms
on the
here.
ship.
Don't like me, mate. Go chew some grass.
You Fritjof?
That's right. And what do they call you, Witcher?
Me? Drifter, stranger, mutant. Sometimes even by my name. Geralt of Rivia.
A man with a sense of humor. I like that. Well, what can I do for you, Geralt of Rivia?
Gremist wanted me to summon you. Need you to help him perform a ritual.
A ritual? Will this one stop him from being a mean old goat? I would go see him for old time's sake, but I've more important matters on my mind. Look about you. The ground. See how dry it is. It's not rained for weeks. The grass in pastures has withered. Sheep are starving. I must bring rain, but fear that... Wait just a moment. Perhaps you could help me.
How? I'm a man of many talents, but manipulating the weather's not one of them.
I have in mind a different skill, involving your sword. You see, Mother Nature dislikes it when you take something from her by force. She will defend herself. So fiercely, in fact, that I could use a defender myself. What do you say?
Sure, I'll help. Provided you go see Gremist afterwards.
Agreed. Now follow me. Time for a little storm.
Animal sacrifice?
Should we burn folk at the stake as they do on the continent? Better a sacrifice of goats and sheep, I think.
This here.
Skuka Svarm Fatna Hala!
It's starting.
Blotter Himmel! Blotter Moiler!
Giving me no choice.
Flextar!
Damn, lots of them.
Blotter Himmel! Blotter Moiler!
A storm, damn it.
I've not managed a storm that fine for ages. Did you see the drops? The size of eggs.
A little busy tending to the foglets. They weren't small either.
Ah, yes. Unfortunately, they always emerge. But perhaps that's for the best.
For the best. Why?
If manipulating the weather carried no risks, they'd not give me peace. Make it rain, make the sun shine. Some would want storms, others a sea calm as a pond frozen over. This way folk petition me only when their need is great, not because they've had a whim.
I get it. There are times I wish I didn't have to chase this necker or that drowner. Will you go see Grimace now?
With pleasure. After a storm of those proportions, I should gladly have it to help him with his ritual. Till then.
I'm here for you.
Raining fucking buckets. Raining fucking buckets.
Very well be your lucky day. Spending hard-earned coin, that's an art in itself.
Let me have a look. Hard to argue with that. Want a bit more to spend, though. So how about a game of Gwent?
But very well.
Hard to argue with that. this means. Human bones. Guess they're all that's left of the lumberjacks. That stench. Let's go! Did everything you asked.
Phenomenal, my boy. So, Fridtjof, shall we begin?
The sooner the better. We've a long night ahead of us.
The ritual is only for members of the inner circle. Thus, my dear apprentice, you must wait outside. Under no circumstances must you enter. We shall begin your tutelage come morn.
Will you finally tell me what the ritual's about?
Nay. No one likes a meddler. Suffice to say, it's a burning matter now. Shout!
I must have another. That's good stuff.
Aye, there's the base from Moss Gordon. And Spirit from Hale Hell. Good times, Fritjof. Good times. Finally, something other than damn potions and transmutations.
Guess the ritual's not over yet.
Gerd, I thought I told you to stay outside. Only druids in the inner circle.
Circle Smirkle, let the boy have some fun. He's earned it.
Fine. Pour yourselves on. Gerd, let the lessons begin.
Drink hard and study hard. I like the idea.
Yeah. I call it stimulation and assimilation. First you stimulate, and then you assimilate. Now shut down. Right. Let's start with ingesting toxins. Best approach, practice makes perfect.
I've practiced a lot already. Good thing.
I'll make learning my secret method easier. Look, you take the potion like this, and gulp.
Who said old age is a burden?
What do you want now? I've taught you all I know.
Got anything to sell?
I do, but it's expensive.
Got anything to sell?
I do.
See ya.
I'd prefer goodbye.
Word is you've seen the devastated wood. Is it as bad as they say?
Worse. The trees are dry and twisted. The earth's like ash. And the water's so acidic it burns.
It was magic. It had to be. A kind far mightier than our own. Constant sound of axes and saws, the air thick with the
You
smell.
look unwell.
A witcher.
Can we talk? The war. Curious to know your opinion.
Well, I believe Emmir's chosen a poor time to wage it.
Hard to find any better as I see it, with the North now in disarray.
The North is weak, true. But I've the impression the Emperor is dealing with some domestic strife. Far too much to start a war. Radovid is a madman, but a cunning one. He's certain to take advantage.
You were made a Hierophant. Congratulations.
I thank you. The Skellige Circle chose me years ago, about the time when the old disputes between the clans were reigniting.
Job's been mainly politics then.
Aye, but I've not minded. Since time immemorial, the Druids have wandered betwixt the clans, keeping endless feuds in check. We care for equilibrium, the balance of all things, not just trout populations and streams. We're lucky the Jarls always valued us as advisors.
What do the Druids think of Skellige's new ruler?
Uncrate blood is good blood. Yet Cerys is the first woman to rule Skellige. Ever.
Not everyone's pleased.
There are 7 clans in Skellige. Each would like a king from their own line, but Cerys will manage. She's not as impulsive as Hjalmar. Thinks first, then acts. With Krach as her advisor, she has every chance to be a good queen.
Yen and I went to Hindersfjall.
Oh, did you learn anything?
Ciri came through Lofoten. She was wounded when she arrived. Villagers nursed her back to health. Sadly, the Wild Hunt was on her trail. Followed her there. Ciri managed to escape, but the villagers...
I know. You needn't finish. I later spoke to those who survived. Suffice to say, Ciri was fortunate to escape. I trust you'll find her soon.
Farewell. Can we talk? Wouldn't happen to play Gwent, would you?
Certainly. I got my first deck, years ago, back in Sintra. Proceeded to teach the game to half of Skellige. Why do you ask? Looking to play?
Yeah, glad to play around.
Congratulations. You've a good deck, but it could use a bit of supplementation. Here, take this card.
Thanks.
You've a knack for it. So much so you ought to challenge Crach. I gave him his deck, introduced him to the game. But the pupil has surpassed his master. There's also Gremist, a vile character, but undeniably talented.
Can we talk? Farewell.
Word is you've seen the devastated wood. Is it as bad as they say? Worse. The trees are...
What do you want now? I taught you all I know.
Gwent, ever play the game?
If your question is, would I be interested in playing you? The answer is simple. No.
Afraid of losing? I understand.
Very well. Out with your deck. Win, and I'll give you my best card. You won. I believe you're ready to challenge Madman Lugos. I do wonder if he'll agree to play you for his Catacan.
Word is you've seen the devastated wood. Is it as bad as they say?
Worse. The trees are dry and twisted. The earth
Praise the passing day.
Don't you think I'll fall at your feet just because you killed a giant? Huh? A witcher.
Aye.
The cursed wood, Morkvarn, modern Freyr scourges the land.
Gwynblade.
Can we talk? The Wild Hunt will attack Kaer Morhen soon. Gonna need your help.
A wild hunt? Are you certain? So, you found Ciri?
I know where she is, and the Wild Hunt will also learn that as soon as I find her.
I see. I shall pack immediately. Leave tomorrow at the latest.
Thank you.
No need. I raised the girl, and I've still a duty to her. I shall see you at Kaer Morhen.
You and Hjalmar, you sure fucking showed that icy horse them.
Ain't nothing quite like a witcher.
me eye on you.
Hjalmar, you sure fucking
No
showed that
Nordling
icy
will ever
horse up.
understand the Isles. This is Skellige!
Me little Norgan's birthday tomorrow. I've no clue what to give her.
Maybe a nice little axe. Pretty like.
An axe? Are you serious?
Why not? I'd like it. Watch who you cross. Want to keep an eye on him.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm swing.
What's this?
It's, adornment. They engraved it.
Melt this blade and forge it again. A sword for cutting, not looking pretty.
Foreigner, watch your step.
Mind your manners.
So you're back. Was right, wasn't I?
Looking for someone who can make me a master-quality breastplate.
Never known a master who wasn't a dwarf. Fergus, perhaps? Say he's holed up somewhere in Velen.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock. Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
warrior, that one.
The favor Lady Bran did for her son sure did bear a high price. Geralt of Rivia.
These continental dandies come a strutting, then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn.
One of our lads tried to kill that whoreson Mortfag. Monster put luck to them. And our hero fled so fast he lost his cax.
That sheep shit's an affront to my wit.
Blackhand's haul and loot was so ample, they had to toss some into the sea.
Swords
Weren't
on his
enough room
back.
in the longboat.
What'll they think of next? Every man on the continent's so bloodless. Freya smile upon you.
Last night was